All right, ladies and gentlemen, traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. Hope you guys are feeling good. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's talk about this day, and in particular, let's talk about stock SILO. That was the one that we really traded today and was able to do well on. We'll also talk about NAAS and how I could have done better there. So, NAAS, this stock was a pretty decent moving stock, all things considered. But when I tell you guys, I was not focused. I would be brushing my teeth, come back, this thing is up another point. I'd stay here and watch with small size, have losses and chop. I'd leave, get some fruits, come back, another dollar share move up. Just a classic example of me not being focused, not paying attention, not staying in front of the screen and dialing in. I mean, that's the difference sometimes. And I was in this stage, this position where I felt like, okay, I've hit my daily goal, and I don't want to come back. But at the same time, something was moving, and it's this thing where we can fall victim to the same problems, right? How many times have I made a recap and said, I need to give a stock my undivided attention, and if I'm here, and not to be anywhere else, and really lock in. Why leave money on the table if I am here and I'm available? So, it's this hard thing that we always have to deal with, which is easing and pressing. When to, when not to. Is this good enough? Is this not good enough? Do I want to add more? Do I want to risk giving back? But, I think ultimately, if we're going to choose to be in front of the screen, we got to be in front of the screen with discipline, with patience, and with resolve. And that I did not do. And so, I threw 300, well, I threw like $150 to the win because I think I was read a little earlier on it, but threw like $150 to the wind, which is very unnecessary. So I think that's a pretty big area of opportunity to improve, and looking forward to being in a similar situation next time and doing the right thing. So SILO, this was the ticker symbol that we were able to do well on today, and we had a really good read on this thing, man. We were confident, we were poised, we were cool, calm, and collected. We held our trades nicely, and we gave this thing time because one of our biggest adjustment recently was, hey, we're selling our good entry trades too soon, not giving it enough time to work, and stopping out of the trades too early. And we thought that if we were to hold a little longer versus a good risk in place, we could have a much better chance. And so that's been our adjustment recently. The market is kind of hit or miss some of these days. We're seeing some penny stocks, we're seeing some stuff like that. So SILO, we came in, and if we put on the show trades here, I don't think we traded it a ton, if I could remember correctly. Let's pull up the show trade. You can see I actually missed out the first, like 50, was this first 20 minutes, first 20 minutes trading the penny stock that we had, ONCO, I believe. ONCO, I traded this one the first 20 minutes. Was up 350, 400 at the highs, but couldn't quite lock it in. And then we switched over. So the moment we got to this thing, we started doing our due diligence. And, I'm liking something a lot that I'm seeing for myself, which is when a stock is too spready, when a stock is moving quickly, and market orders are not seeming like the smartest way to go, I'm being more disciplined now and just straight up using limit orders and just being more patient with my entries, right? And I think there's gonna come a time where I need to be back in and out like quicker. But for now, holding these trades a little longer is definitely paying off a little bit, right? So we came over to this thing. We had highs of 345, and so we had a small pullback here. It started to curl up, and back over the highs is where it really took off, going from 45 to 81. And then from there, we had a high of 89, low of the pullback at 60. And then the 1 minute candle here made the new high over 82, which then pushed us up to 398. And then from there, all the way to 419. Absolutely impressive move here. So for me, I continue to ride the wave, right? I had some good trades. I can pull up the archive to show you guys. And I really recommend saving this video, today's live stream, for those of you who are students. I'd recommend, highlighting this archive, marking down the date, because this was a really good example of how to get it done, right? Didn't take a ton of size, didn't take a ton of me risking a lot and risking my whole account, but slow and steady gains adding up over time. SILO, right? So again, over 40, left hand side of the screen right here. This is where we really start to pull away a little bit, right? Over like 45, 50. So this is me getting in right here. And this was one of the first trades I'm going to take. Smaller size. I got to really use more size because I'm not making as much money as I should be making on a lot of these trades. But, I'm in 1,500 shares here. And I know that we have short sellers involved in this stock. Why? Well, we have topping wicks, and every time this thing came up here before, it's back down. It's back down. Consolidation allows short sellers to be in the stock, to be positioned versus key levels. Key levels for me here in this situation, high of day. And so the moment we're going through high of day, I know, can the stock still fail? The answer is, of course, yes. But I think it's more likely that we see follow through and the next move up. So I'm in, and I'm not right here. I'm not even worried about selling. I'm just going to give this thing a chance to move up. I'm going to just sell a third, give it a chance to move up some more, sell another third, and then sell the rest here over 70, 75. See, the key here would have been for me to have more shares. Could I have had 4,000 shares right there positioned nicely and scaling out through those highs? Let's skip ahead. So we're going to start to have our first pullback here eventually. And on this move, it didn't hold. I missed the dip. This dip was so close. I on the live stream, I said to myself, what was I waiting on? Judgment Day? Because I did notice an entry down here right above 60, but wasn't super aggressive. I needed to be back in there, and I could have been back in. But what we did ended up having was a low of 70, and I positioned myself against this level, and we did have some bids right there, so I'm back in at 70. And as it pushes up 77, I'm going to take the first couple of cents, and then I'm going to keep watching here to see how well it's going to do. And initially, I thought it was going to get rejected at 80 because of how much resistance we had here early. So I took some more off, and you can see we came back down to 73, but we never broke below that level, right? But I knew the low here was about 62, so I didn't want to hold super aggressively against 70, right? Well, it did move back up. We got 85. Right here, I'm going to attempt break of 4. And I'm going to sell right up there at 4. I'm in at 93, out at 4. It does get through 4, so I'm out a little too soon. But right here, I'm going to watch to see if it can hold above the level of 4 and then retest the highs. It's a little choppy here initially, but it does end up going over time, right? There's 410. And, we're scaling out here, small gains, adding up slowly, right? So over here, let's see. I'm in at 11. Hold up. I'm in at 11 after a high of 21. And I'm going to watch to see if this thing wants to retest highs up there at 20. It's going to push up to 26 and then 35. So I'm selling right into the spike, which is a very good sell. And right here, I did think for a second that this thing wanted to go all the way to the halt level. So I'm going to get a tad bit aggressive. And I'm going to take 3,500 shares right here, thinking this thing is going to... This trade is a very risky trade for me. Because I'm getting a little too carried away with how strong the stock has been to this point. Like, let's not forget that we're extended here, Mr. Relentless. Right, so this trade is a little questionable. This is the first trade I can say that probably a little unwarranted. Again, part of me is thinking we can go all the way to the halt level, but it's a little risky. It's a little risky. It is a little risky. So, and at 26, I think I'm going to cut it right here because it's just not going fast enough. Over 35. And this is where I'm going to realize, okay, it's not ready yet for that type of play. But yeah, this is how it went. SILO. And I read the levels well. I think we started to pull back right here after 35. We had resistance coming up at 50. Then at 70. Then at 95 or 90. I think 89. 89. Then we had break of 4. So on the way back down, It's like, where are we going to see that support? We ended up having support right around 80, but sadly, I kind of got chopped out. If we look back here, like I'm in at 82 initially, more shares, but then I'm a little sketched about the trade, and then I sold, which wasn't great. Right here, I got to give the stock more time. We can see I sold too soon, and then this, I kind of had to try to scalp through four. But yeah, so to really get everything out of this stock, I'd recommend watching the archive if you're a student, or watching this area on the YouTube channel on a live stream from about, what time did I switch over? Like 9:50. But yeah, that was the day. It's a great day. We'll be back tomorrow. Hit that thumbs up. Check. Remember, if you are a student and you're looking to enter into the raffle, you have to purchase a ticket. For those of you who are becoming new students utilizing the coupon station, you'll automatically be entered into the raffle for a chance to win a portable setup. All right, a traveling trading setup. So you guys can come on down to the website and check it out. This is gonna be pretty cool. We want to give back to the community, and this is a different way we can give back, besides like taking people out on the trips, besides the beautiful class and course itself and everything that we offer. We're just going to keep giving back because this is what we're all about. So if you want to get your name entered into the wheel, to spin the raffle, to spin the raffle, to get a chance to win the raffle and spin the wheel, if you're an existing student that utilized a different coupon other than station, you guys can come and purchase a ticket. If you're someone looking to become a student, there's no need to purchase a ticket, as your name will automatically be entered into the raffle, being that it's attached to the new coupon. All right, hopefully that's not confusing. Sounds like clear science and math to me, and hopefully it does also to you guys. But if you have any questions, you can DM me in the Discord. All right, so let's see. Are we missing anything? I think we're good. You guys can check out the scanners. Momo Pro. This is what I use, right, for my watch list every day. You guys can utilize coupon code Relentless for 25% off for 6 months. All right. Other than that, feel free to check out the Relentless Trading chat room, which you guys can join for $14.99. All right, $14.99 is what it'll take to be a part of this great chat room. All right, and when it comes to the Relentless Trading chat room and what we have to offer, it's a like-minded space. You have a bunch of traders who are, on this road to success, let's say. All right, we have a common goal. There's accountability here. There's, respect, and there's discipline. And on top of that, what's so good about this is that we network and we have high levels of engagement, right? So we'll be on phone calls, we'll be on audio calls, we'll be on video calls. Certain members have permissions to share their screens, and so it's beyond the chat, right? We're talking to each other, we're interacting, we're learning, we're growing. The day trading floor is our main floor, and you can see even right now people are still texting and talking. Other than that, there's other sections in here. There's sections dedicated to the students. There's a profit loss section. And it looks like Mozo had a bigger red day, but he'll be back. He's a great trader. He's been doing very well as of late. But a bigger red day today. And this is what we like about the community, is that everyone is transparent, and everybody posts their winners and their losers, whether it's big green, big red, anything in between, right? And myself, right? You guys always see me posting. Jessica also had a bigger red day today. We spoke. So, we love the transparency, and we're here to help each other grow and learn. We had Marcelo with a nice day today after going into a trader rehab. We had Tim, one of the other mentors. Shay also getting it done with the small size. Way to go. Triad, one of the other mentors, smaller red. So you guys will see that there's a bit of a mixture today, as it was a bit of a tougher day. We're in some weird times right now. It's like the market was just hot like a few days ago, and then now it's like we're in the depths. We got to stay on our toes always, all right? But yeah, guys, with that being said, that'll do it. Stay safe, stay green. It's been Relentless Trader, and I am, of course, signing out.